Hello and welcome once again to Dagekkie Plays Minecraft. I am Dagekkie, of course, as always, and I am the older half. Yes, the older half. This is the first time that I talk about me and my brother age-wise. I am the older half of the Lochtness brothers. We are still here at my single player world of Minecraft. And for today, I have prepared already. I've prepared a chest like I always do. If you can see what we're going to build with this, you are, well, psychic, I guess, because I wouldn't know if I saw these blocks. It's pretty easy in the end, though. I'm going to build a blacksmith. And why am I building a blacksmith? Well, because I don't find it realistic that I can build all my swords and armor myself as a survivalist, just with a furnace and a workbench. So I think I'm in need of a blacksmith, because even though I have a diamond sword, it's not a good sword. It would be a better sword if a blacksmith made it for me. That's the RPG part of my series. Well, I'm not really playing an RPG type of series, but still, I thought making a blacksmith would be a nice addition to my kingdom. So, without further ado, let's start with the layout. As always, I was thinking about something like a rounder shape with a entrance that's not at one of the straight lines, I guess, but in one of the corners. Also, of course, in a circle, there's never a corner. But in Minecraft circles, there's a little bit more of a corner, I guess. Let's just get up 5. I think 5 is too big. Maybe 4, and let's go from there. So normally I would start making a circle. 4, 2. It's getting dark already. 2. This is just out of the top of my head, although you might think that I prepared something. Not today. The only thing I prepared. Let's get some quick rest. I should have started my recording at the start of morning. At the first daylight. But to be honest, I'm just home from a nice dinner with my family, and some dogs are fighting in the background. Excuse me for that. They are not my dogs, and I can't do anything about it. Well, I could yell at them, but that wouldn't do the recording any good, I guess. I had a nice dinner with my family. My niece just graduated. She's now a Master of Arts in what's it? PD? No, pediat. It's not. She's not pediat. Pediat. It's a psychological major. Difficult words. But anyway, she works with children on a psychological level. And that's what she mastered in. I'm very proud of my niece. I know all the work she has put into this, and it's not an easy study. Also, she didn't just leave it with that. She has started a second master, so she'll have 2 masters at the end of her run as a student. I'm very proud of her. I know that I can't do it. What I also know is that the meal was pretty nice, but it's a little bit. Well, it's not really late, but as you've noticed in the last episode, I'm not really well. I'm a little bit sick, and therefore it's well, maybe just use the polished andesite to make the rest of the frame as well. I'm not feeling that great, so yeah, it was a long night for me. I did really enjoy it. I'm very proud of my niece, as I already said, and yeah, I still thought, as tomorrow is going to be a busy day, I'll talk a little bit more about that after of this, but I thought today would have been, I want this one up, tonight would have been the best option for me to record something, because you guys deserve an episode every Wednesday and every Sunday. What I want to talk about before I talk about what's going on in my life tomorrow, and that will be today. When you see this, I'm sorry. I sometimes my stomach is playing up because well, I'm not quite well. I don't have to say it every time, but that's why sometimes I need to take a little step back and have a slight cough or something, or a burp. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. I think I was talking about I'm building a blacksmith. What I wanted to talk about, I've seen some very nice suggestions on builds. What I talked about in the last episode, the Roman type of build. That's going to take a long time to prepare, and I don't have that time, as I'm very busy with my studies. This is looking nice, and so that will have to be done in at a later time. Why am I using the stone of the sandstone? Well, that's because I'm officially in the desert now. All the other builds were partially in the savannah, so I didn't really know what the theme would be. But this build is fully in the desert, so I thought, let's just build a desert style build, or at least bring in a little bit of the environment. What am I going to do tomorrow? I'm going from I'm not really I don't really have a straight line through my stories. I'm just going from story to story. Tomorrow there's a venue at a music venue in my city, in where I live, and that musical venue is opening the doors of its new accommodation, and we are all very proud of it, because it's a big part of the culture of my city. And so tomorrow is the opening party, and well, everybody who feels like a part of that community, of that venue, is going. So I'm going as well. Some older bands which I supported and don't play, don't exist anymore, and some better known Dutch bands are playing, and I'm very happy that I can go, because a lot of people who wanted to go, who I know, friends of mine, aren't able to go. No, let's just not do that. Although I do need my andesite block. This is a pretty nice layout for my blacksmith, don't you think? It's a little bit robust. It's a little bit thick, like I would imagine of a blacksmith, and it's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice design. I like the chiseled the chiseled, what's it called? The chiseled sandstone, yes. I don't know what to do with the floor yet, but you might have seen I have lava buckets, so I can't use wood. So everything I'm going to do, think I'm going to use the sandstone for that. Maybe the smooth sandstone. I'm not using it for anything else. Anyway, something I came up with, or well, not really came up with, which I wanted to use from the brewery, as you might see over here, is the brewery installations. I want to implement that in this build because I really liked it, and what I wanted to do with it is I have the darker stained clay, and I want to make a furnace out of that, and not your typical furnace. Where's my sand? I almost don't have any sand anymore. How does that look? Pretty okay, I guess. What happens? Oh, I should close it off, of course. Let's just use the smooth sandstone. The smooth sandstone. Let's just use the smooth sandstone. And now I'm thinking of two possible ways to do this. One is this one, but I guess that's not what I really, well, what I actually wanted was something like, oh my god, it's overflowing, isn't it? No, it's not. Maybe I should get a third one as well. It's not really what I wanted of it yet. Why? What's happening? It's not really much of a... Perhaps take away these ones and bring in this one. I wanted to make it... Oh, don't step in to the fire. I'm doing dangerous things. Perhaps another idea I'm having is to break out these. Give me them and the side blocks. What happens? I should at least fill in these for now. What happens if I... Yeah, that's what I wanted. But what happens? Ah, shit! I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying. Oh shit. Run! Water! No! Whew, that could have ended up really bad. Not quite happy yet. Perhaps I should do this. Did I get it? And so if I do this and leave this open, it's becoming nighttime again. I'm going to end it with this episode. It's not going to be a long episode tonight, or not as long as the last one, because the last one was a little bit longer than normal. This one is going to be a little bit shorter again. What pick am I using? I shouldn't use my Silk Touch pick. I was thinking about it. Let's go to bed because it's getting dark, and after that we'll take a look at what we're at for this episode. In the next episode I will finish up the blacksmith a little bit and perhaps take you to the nether to see what I'm dealing with, because it's it's no fun. It's absolutely no fun in the nether, at least not my nether, because at the start I think I'm standing at top of a lava pit. This isn't I can't really work with that. What happens if did I just lose that block? I don't think so. Let me know what you think about this, guys, because I don't know what to do with. When you look at these ones, these are pretty nice, right? I like these. But these are pretty simple too. I wanted to do more with it. Maybe I should make it straight and not cornered like this and have them next to each other. Although it's okay. It's functional. Although we don't use forges in this way. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to give me some suggestions on how to finish up this blacksmith, you can. And for the rest, what's this? Oh yeah, this is the efficiency. For the rest, I thank you for watching once again. If you like to see me build anything, especially work out the rest of this blacksmith or anything else, if you want to see me build anything, tell me in the comments and I'll take a look at it. Perhaps I can work on it if I have the time for that. And like Grill Bear did, you can have a brewery or anything with your name on it on my single player world. I am very happy with suggestions, and I hope you like this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. So for now, goodbye guys, and have a nice day, evening, morning, whatever. I'll see you in the next one.